All right, traders, we got 3 minutes until the market opens on what are we looking at this morning? AYTU, if you guys were in the live stream, we were looking at this before it even happened, baby. We just go off of BPTH. What happened last Friday to really get March going, to get traders excited? We had a stock that came out with no news, which is news, having no news, and then a low float and a past chart history. So AYTU was gapping up slightly this morning. I said, put this on your back burner. This stock can pop anytime. We started getting a pop on this one. They came out with some news this morning. Announces a global licensing agreement with Suda Pharmaceuticals to distribute their drug outside the U.S. and Canada. That's a really nice headline on AYTU. A lot of companies coming out with beautiful headlines in March right now. A lot of companies. The other stock I'm really focusing on right now is DSS. This one I have shorts for. On DSS, if we pull up the past chart history here, we notice that this one, every single time it has a pop on up, it sells on off. Look right here. When it had a lot of volume relative to its average trading day, it spiked up. It faded on off pretty hard. So what's happening here today is a lot of traders are focusing on stocks such as BPTH. That one had a PR this morning as well. BPTH is rocking and rolling. But traders forgot about what? They forgot about DSS. They forgot about some of these other stocks that have made moves in the recent past as well. That's why I'm focusing on DSS. I think a lot of the bag holders in DSS are going to be selling their positions throughout the day. We have a nice bid here at 156. That's not scaring me at all. I want to get a starter position and risk off of 175. 170 is the previous close. A lot of short sellers, guys, risk off of the previous close of the day. 175 is that $quarter area. I don't really want it to get above 175. There's a minute until the market opens on up. DSS is my main watch out of the gate, and notice how that big bidder is already gone. So he was there, then he just went away. That's called spoofing, and it happens quite often, traders. You got to focus on your chart, on your risk. Don't necessarily focus all your attention on the level 2, because there can be a lot of manipulation, like that huge bid order popping up, just trying to get buyers excited to come into it. I'm going to go ahead and start at the market open, probably with about 400 shares starter position on it. The market is now open. I took 400 shares starter position on DSS right there at 159. And the reason I'm pretty confident here is not only because of the past chart history, but because all volume right now is where? It's on BPTH. BPTH, we go take a look at that one. That one hit a high of 772. Now, why is 772 the area where it's topping out at? Well, if we take a look at its past chart history the last few days, 750 to 775 is that area where BPTH has been topping out at. On Friday is when it made its huge move. We started off March very strong on BPTH. We see a lot of upper shadows around here, that 750, 775 area. When Monday came around, this one spiked up to around 770 here as well. And now we just hit it again and we're falling back on down. So that's a tough level of resistance. We're still unable to break on BPTH, and that's why it's serving as a level of resistance right now. All right, DSS, let's turn our eyes back over to DSS. This one's getting a little bit of a pop on it, trying to get over 160. I did start with that starter position, so I'm looking to build a position on this up to around that 175 area where I'm risking off of. Right here, I'm fine. I'm very comfortable if this thing starts pushing up to 175. DSS, we're pulling on up to my risk area. Now, why is this one moving right now? I have all the other stocks up that are moving currently. BPTH, some of these other ones that are currently moving. And the reason DSS is moving right now is because some of the other ones are not getting any traction. They're not getting any follow-through momentum. So I got to be careful here. That's why we always got to watch some of the other stocks that are in play. Because if BPTH starts fading on off, that's where all the traders are, and then DSS starts moving, everyone's going to turn their attention from BPTH to DSS. And that's when I would really need to cover my position there at my 175. Now, I was looking to add here, but this happened so fast. It came all the way up to 174 and just dropped immediately, now sitting at 162 on the bid. But that was a huge volume spike here out of nowhere, guys, like 225,000 shares. Very huge volume spike out of nowhere. I'm going to look to add a few shares at 168 if I can get filled. All right, got filled. 700 shares now. I'm going to keep that risk tolerance right there at 175. I'm very comfortable here, though, guys. The only thing that does concern me is volume is leaving BPTH, and that's where all the volume was. I was trading DSS because I didn't want the volume to return here, I will tell you, though, the only thing that really concerns me, and I'll keep DSS up on the level 2, is look at BPTH. This one hit that 790, had a little spike out of the gate, but now it's really fading on off. So long buys traders are out of that one. They're looking for the next trade to trade. This is the past chart history on DSS. Every time it spikes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Guys, so how's today going to be any different? Well, if it is, I'll be getting out of it. But I just take a look at the past chart history, take a look at the day, what the volume's like, price action, and I go from there. We want to be under the open and under the VWAP. That's really going to help us out on this fade if we're under the open and VWAP. A lot of the large cap traders, they'll focus on how the overall market's doing, how the SPY is doing, that sort of a thing. But for penny stock trading, we need to focus on the stock with all the penny stock volume. See how that one's doing to see if volume's going to stay there, if it's going to start looking for something else, especially knowing that DSS ran yesterday. A few more we were looking at, traders, was XXII. Now, why were we looking at this one for a short? This one dropped from 230 down to 158 yesterday. It formed a nice bear flag for us this morning. And my risk level on XXII would have been 205. If we look at the past chart history, tough support, which now turns into resistance. So 205 was our risk level, which was really close to the entry on this. This at the start of the day opened around $2. That was the top of this bear flag. Let me know in the comment section, traders, if you took advantage of this bear flag. It ended up being a great trade. And now I'll pull over the chart, traders. BPTH, this one is back up towards its highs. So that's good for us. We want all the penny stock traders to be focused on BPTH, buying this one up near its resistance. Because now look at DSS. This one's starting to sell. All right, traders, I'm going to take an order at 152. I'm going to see if I get taken out right there at 152. I'm going to have my order there. This one's selling on off pretty hard. Have 700 shares up from 163. And there we go, guys. Just got taken out at 152. So that's going to be my trade of the day, guys. Let me know if you traded DSS in the comment section below, guys. And if you haven't yet, smack that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We will see you all first thing tomorrow morning.